Hey, I'm Cori, and this is my van, Cadia. Cadia is a 2020 Ford Transit 148 wheelbase. I decided to go with a Ford Transit because it's easy to find mechanics on the road, they're really reliable, and it was a pretty affordable cost. I bought it used with about 20,000 miles on it. I decided to go into van life because my job went fully remote with the pandemic. I have a full-time job in marketing, and they did not want to go back to the offices, so I figured, why would I pay money in a city in rent that I was not going to be commuting into? So I decided to buy a van, travel, do this whole thing, and here we are. People are shocked a lot of the times when I tell them that I built this entire van by myself, but I really did, and women really can do it by themselves. There's YouTube videos, there's online guides, there's so many resources out there for you to be able to learn. It took me about 8 months to complete the build. As soon as you open my sliding door, you're in my kitchen area. So right here, I love these paintings. It's kind of the first feature that you notice, and these are by Cori. You can find her on Instagram. My whole water system is right in this countertop. So I have 16 gallons of fresh water, a 7-gallon gray water tank, and a full sink. So I really don't miss having anything in a real house because everything's right here. It's perfect. There's a few things right here, right in the entryway. I have a shovel, which is important when you're out in nature and need to use the bathroom. I have my dog leashes for quick access. I have bear spray that I keep handy right by the door, and my light switch. So when I come in and out of the van, it's easy access. On this side of the kitchen is this nice big sink. Ellie agrees. And I didn't want to have a small camper sink. I want to be able to wash dishes and even wash my hair in here, which I did this morning. And I also use this nice big faucet as an outdoor shower too, which is why it's right by the door. My water drains into my 7-gallon gray tank, which is right under the sink here, and I just remove that to empty it every few days or so. I had all of this space up here, and I wanted an area to specifically put my books and some candles and just little knickknacks. So these are just spice racks from IKEA. They work really well, super easy to put up, and now I have a place for my books. Above the driver cab, I have this overhead storage, which is really useful. I keep things like my hats. I wear a lot of hats, and my shower supplies when I need to go into Planet Fitness or something and shower. This is just quickly accessible to take out of the van. On the other side of my kitchen, above the countertop, I have these two overhead storage areas. In this first cabinet, I have dog treats, which are easily accessible, my kettle, and then a toaster oven that I use quite often. On the front of these door faces is cane webbing. I just really like this boho look, and it makes them really light, so they're easy to go up and down, and it doesn't have a ton of heaviness at the top of my van. And in the other cabinet is all of my dry food storage. So chips, granola, tea, chocolate, really important stuff. Everything is up here. It's totally enough space for just myself. It was really important to me when building the van that it felt like a cozy home, so I wanted to add touches that made it feel like me and had my personality. So this corner and this whole area in general is a perfect example. I have some plants here. This is filled with dog treats. My little jewelry. The tile was a pain in the butt. Just kidding, it's just peel and stick, but it looks beautiful. Just a normal curtain here, so it really just feels super homey. Under here I also built some under cabinet lighting, so when it's dark I can cook and prep things easily. There's also this sliding window, so there's ventilation, and I have a fan in the back that pulls the air out. This is my single burner butane cooktop. I didn't want to have any propane or anything built into the van, and I wanted to have full counter space. So this I can either cook inside, I can take it outside. It's super mobile, and it stores away really easily. I just keep it in this drawer right here, and now I have empty counters. And this bottom fun little trap door is my porta potty. It takes up a lot of space, but it is nice having it. I only use this for number one. I put it right by the door so it's easy to take out of the van when I need to empty it. And then this just locks it in place and hides it away. In my top middle drawer here is where I keep all of my pots, pans, plates. I really have 2 of everything. So it's really easy to access, and honestly, everything's just stuffed in here. In this middle drawer is where I keep all of the utensils. I thought I was going to be able to hear these banging around while I was driving, but I really haven't had any issues at all, and they all have a soft close, which is very nice. I actually thought about where I was going to put my trash in the van, so there's this big drawer, trash, recycling. It stores away, it's not smelly. Down here I have my truck fridge. It's about 2 cubic square feet. It lasts me about a week and a half food-wise. I went with the truck fridge because it was about half the price of like a isotherm brand, but it's the same exact product. Here I have the middle partition wall. I needed a place to lock in my Murphy bed. So this locks here, and then it also doubles as storage. So I have some storage at the top, just that has magnetic locks to keep it in place. And then at the bottom is where I stuff all my laundry in, so that's really easy to access. I spent a lot of time thinking about what kind of layout I wanted. A lot of people do a static bed, or they do a dinette that folds down into a bed, but neither of those really gave me the mobility that I wanted. And I just really wanted my bed to be able to go up and store away. So when I found the Murphy bed design, it was a game changer. I'm able to have this living space during the day, which is really open and airy, and then it completely transforms and it's a bedroom at night, and it feels like a totally different room. So this was a game changer for me, and I absolutely love this layout that I've built. During the day I work full time, so this functions as my office space. I have a lagoon mount with my table and a second screen if I ever need it. To put the bed down, I just need to remove the table, lay this on the ground, and I just move the pillows, and this just folds down and sits on my cushions. So it's really easy, takes about a minute. So when the bed's down, it basically just feels like a normal bedroom. This is a queen size bed, so queen width, and I cut a little bit off the end since I'm pretty short and I didn't need the length. It's about, I think, 5 feet 10 inches. Yeah, I built these little nooks so the pillows can sit right up in there when it goes against the wall. I decided to do the Murphy bed because I just didn't want to make my bed every day, and I don't make my bed every day. I just throw the blankets, throw the pillows, and push it up on the wall, and it's out of sight, out of mind. I also love this art piece over here on the wall. This is by Laura Burkhart. She's an artist out of Seattle. This is a custom piece that I built my entire van's design around, and I absolutely love it. It brings me so much happiness. These 2 benches are a ton of my storage, so mainly things that I don't need to access all the time, like some warm clothes. If I'm in cold weather, I don't need them. On this side, there is long storage that I can access from the back, so things like chairs, my awning, things that I want to pull out. There's an access door in the back, but I can also access from here. So this goes up, and there's a ton of storage space. Energy storage is right over here. I built all the wiring, but I didn't mess with the actual energy system. I decided to go with a Goal Zero. So it's the Goal Zero Yeti 3000, and it's great. I never have any issues. I have 400 watts of solar panels. It completely keeps my entire system charged all the time. On this side of the van, I have these 2 upper storage cabinets, which is where I keep all of my clothes. So I just have a few bins. They're easy access in and out, and they're on little hydraulics, so they stay open, which is easy enough. Thank you guys for checking out my van tour. If you have any questions, you can hit me up on Instagram or TikTok. My handle is Cori on the road. Easy enough. Hope to see you guys on the road.
I hope you enjoyed that video. If you hadn't noticed, we do sell an ebook for how to convert a van. It has over 190 pages of detailed instructions and diagrams, also 25 video tutorials which are specifically for the ebook buyer. Creating a van for many people is obviously a really intimidating project, but I really believe, and I've seen it time and time and time again, that with the right information, anyone can turn out with a pretty decent van conversion. So check the link in the description, subscribe to the channel if you are not already, and drop us a comment if you like this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.